Today, first of all, Shavua Tov Mevorach, a new week, the week of Leil Seder. 1 week from now exactly, we will celebrate the most holy, the most special holidays of redemption, holidays of above nature. Passover meaning to jump over. If the whole year around everything has to go in orders, one step at a time, Passover is teaching us that they need what? Jump over. Jump over meaning from one day to another day you can become from the worst righteous, from the worst sinner to the greatest righteous in the world. How long it took them? 18 minutes. In 18 minutes, you can go out from all the chametz and become a matzah. Unreal. What a message, what a message. Jump over. Borei Olam can take. One time I gave example to what? Moshe, an example to what? Example to a child that walk by himself or a child that his father pick him up. Tell me, Moshe, a child 6 months, can he walk? No, right? He's crawling. He's only crawling. Moshe is the only one that came to the world who was already walking. And nobody got him upset from this young age. But this is Moshe. Moshe is unique. Normal child until 1 year, he's still crawling, right? He's barely walking. My son, the first one, Mendy, and 1 year old exactly, he started walking. The first time. Baruch Hashem. Now, tell me, how long is it going to take that child to get from the first floor to the second floor? It can take him maybe 5 to 10 minutes until he's going to go up, and he's putting his life in danger. Not only that, some houses, like in my house, is Israelis, so the floor is not wood. Israelis do not like wood. They like cement. Not cement, how do you call it? Marbles. You know, dangerous to fall down from the first floor to the second, from the second floor to the first floor on marble. You know, if you're falling down in your head, come on. So he's going in and he's taking him longer, and he's putting his life in the danger. How long it take his father to pick him up and to take him to the second floor? Save 100%, and you get in there in exactly 3 seconds. 3 steps or 5 seconds. You know what? 10 seconds. 10 seconds, you're ready, and then 20 seconds in the third floor. 30 seconds in the third. 10 floor and 1 minute. 1 minute is already in. Unreal. This is Pesach. Pesach is the whole year around. We are a baby that's going one step at a time. Sfirat HaOmer. One day, another day, we become better. Pesach is Borei Olam said, I'm taking you from the basement until the 5th floor, until the 10th floor. 1 second. Passover. If this is so, come Zera Shimshon and explain in this week פרשה, צו את אהרון ואת בניו. זה שאמר הכתוב, שנאה תעורר מדנים. אהרון הכהן, צו את אהרון, create hate between, לא עלינו, between בורא עולם to the Jewish nation. What kind of hate? What kind of hate? You see, Aaron and Moshe did something the same. When God was upset with the Jewish nation because of the eagles, Aaron did something and Moshe Rabbeinu did something. Aaron did something and Moshe Rabbeinu did. Moshe Rabbeinu took the eagle, and he grounded it. And he told Borei Olam, why are you jealous? Why are you so upset? What exactly they did? They did something that nothing is exist. Nothing is exist. This, sometimes a person is doing avera. And let's say he stole money. And how much he stole? 25 cents. Can you be upset with the guy that stole 25 cents? 25 cents, what is that, quarter? So you come to him and say, listen, for that, you got so upset with him for 25 cents. You come into the man that, Rabbi, he didn't pay me back. What didn't pay me? He didn't pay you back 25 cents. Why are you making such a big deal? So what do? You put the guy that stole, you put the guy that do not pay in a favor in front of the guy that gave him the loan. This is what Moshe Rabbeinu did. Moshe Rabbeinu took the egel and he ground it. And he told God, for this low life, for this egel, for this golden calf, you get so upset, they made idol. What is this? It's not life. It's not exist. It's nothing there. Aaron Cohen did exactly the same, but in different directions. He came into the Jews and he showed the Jews, listen, you did egel for what? The egel do not respond. The golden calf is not worthy to do that. He showed them the sacrifice that they give. Said this sacrifice have no effect. But you know what's the problem with Aaron? Amen that he showed it to the Jews. He made big kitrug against the Jews. Moshe Rabbeinu released the anger of God. Aaron Cohen made the anger of God much greater. Why? Because, you see, if you're choosing God that is exist, if you're choosing God that is powerful over me, at least you have some reason. And you're coming into the judge and you said, the guy stole, when you're coming into the father and tell him, listen, he just stole from you, 25 cents, it's nothing. But when you're coming into a judge and you prove in the judge, and the judge is looking and said, what? You stole? So at least if you stole big money, I understand why you stole. At least you're making, how many times you're making avera, you're making a scene when you're driving. At least if you make scene, make scene. Don't make fully scene for no reason. Because then you're going to get ticket for what? For stupid things. From driving. I used to live in Miami, and Fort Lauderdale, but it was a guy in Miami who was a very wealthy guy. Now he lived in A1A street, A1A in Miami, right? A1A. In one of the most fancy hotels. Next to him, they have the Chabad house. Every day he takes his, I don't know, Bentley, Rolls Royce, I don't know what he's taking, and he's driving from the hotel to the. You know how long it take him? 2 minutes. The hotel, you see? The Chabad is there. One street. I don't know, the guy's lazy, maybe. Do you know how many ticket he got because of it? And the police is looking and said, are you out of your mind? A, by you walking, is much faster. B, by you, why do you need to get a ticket? You're losing money in the morning. I don't know, maybe like he's driving back and forth for the synagogue Shachari. Come, Aaron Cohen and told them, you choose Egel and I will prove you. It's like you come into the thief. You come into the person that you're not paying. And you show them the 25 cents. So you see what you can buy with 25 cents? Only a gum. One gum. For that you're stealing. You know what exactly you're doing right now? You're making kitrug against the thief. For what you stole the money? For a gum? For gum you stole money? You're not ashamed. At least if you stole $1 million, you enjoy it. Some people in our community, whatever, they took money at least. They took 10 million, 15 million. So they sit in the jail. But they didn't do it for 1 quarter. Imagine if they sit in the jail for 1 quarter. What the embarrassment? But was got upset with the Jews. Why? Because after what Aaron Cohen showed them, you know what Aaron Cohen tried to do? He tried to explain them that it's not worth it. And what exactly happened? They still did it. So how do you call something that you still do? Even how do you call it? And beautiful. And God told them, I don't understand. If you never spoke, it was coincident. They did it because they didn't know. They thought maybe it's good. They thought maybe it's effective. Now that you proved it, and they still did it, now the punishment is going to be much more severe. Aaron, because of you, I'm upset with the Jews. Why did you put Tzav at Aaron? Why did you put the Jews look so bad? They did it intentionally. For me, we study Halacha. This is also Ashkafa. When you come into a synagogue and you know that somebody will not listen, how many times you're talking to your wife and you know your wife is not going to listen? So why are you coming to tell your wife? Why are you coming to guy to tell him, don't do like this, don't, you know he's not going to listen. It's better if you know that he's not going to listen, not to tell him anything. You know why? A minute you tell them and he's not listening, he broke Shabbat on purpose, intentionally. As long that he went to public and nobody told them, so he didn't know what is Shabbat, he didn't know Halachot Shabbat, he didn't know the importance of Shabbat, he doesn't know Kashrut, he doesn't know what's kosher food. So, a minute that you come and you teach them, and you know he's not going to listen, you know what exactly you did? Not only you didn't help him, you made his life worse. Now the punishment, what the message? The Zera Shimshon explained, you know why he was upset? Because Aaron Cohen, not like Moshe. Moshe and Aaron did the same. But Aaron Cohen did it before they made the sin. And he proved them that the sin is nothing. So why you still did it? You're going to get punished twice. And Moshe Rabbeinu did it in front of God. After they did it, he said, God, why are you getting upset? It's only 25 cents. It doesn't do nothing. He made God a race. Moshe ve'Aaron, one of them put, and this is the reason that God was angry on Aaron Israel. Not God forbid that Aaron Cohen had anything to do with the idols, because Aaron Cohen was in charge of putting the eyes of the Jews not good, because now they're on purpose. How much we have to be careful. כשם שמצווה לומר דבר הנשמע, כך מצווה לא לומר דבר שאינו נשמע. The same way is obligation to teach somebody something